What's good, y'all? We are back for a different video. I know. I said, I would record videos. My last month haul was a month ago, and I have not uploaded anything. So March, I'm gonna upload at least another month haul and this video. Maybe another one. See how I'm feeling. Who knows? I got a lot of time in my hands because I broke my toe. So it's not like I can go to work or school or whatever. So yeah, I got a lot more time in my hands. But today, we're going to go over 5 of my favorite brands. Not my absolute favorites, because that would be impossible to pick. But at least 5 of some brands that I really like. Some of them I have a lot of clothes from them. Others, I pray to God I can purchase one piece. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first brand is called Lu'udan. If you saw my first month haul, I talked about it a lot, and in the sweater that I have, it's a brand on the come up, and it's a really good brand. A little pricey, but if you find it on the correct Essence sale, on your private sale, or anywhere for sale, cop it immediately. Their stuff is phenomenal, and I really like it a whole bunch. Vietnamese for dangerous man, Lu'udan is a menswear outing of designer Hung La. With a background that includes working for people at Celine and Balenciaga, La is well versed in using garment design to shape narratives. Lu'udan's clothes present inventive knits, evocative prints, and daring color patterns to reframe Asian masculinity. The brand draws on aesthetic touchpoints from La's Asian American experience, uniting tradition and modern outlooks across layered jeans, playful jacquards, and subtly retro suiting. Permeated with leather accents and rebelliously slouchy fits in a nod to the brand's name, Danger. Lu'udan's exploration of identity give way to refreshingly bold menswear. A direct quote from the designer reads, "Asian masculinity has been projected through a narrow lens. The space allowed for Asian men to be understood and seen as they are beyond these stereotypes has been polarizing without much nuance or depth." So the next brand is pretty new, and it comes from some guys that have no fashion backgrounds, but I love all of their stuff. I'm not sure how to pronounce it because it comes from a Indonesian country or just Indonesia, and I'm not sure the language they speak, but I think it's called Deva States. It's really cool graphical tees. It kind of reminds me of comic book art, but they make really cool graphic tees, and you should go get their stuff because their stuff is not that expensive, but it looks really cool. So yeah, I put you on. You heard it here first. Founded in Indonesia on December 2015 by Theo Kusuma and Mol Edrin, two friends with mutual interest in graphics and t-shirts. The name Deva is adopted from Sanskrit, one of the most ancient languages in Indonesia, which translates to the shining one, divine, or anything of excellence. Deva is inspired by a diverse range of references, issues, and disciplines. Art movement from different times, philosophies, and social phenomena are recurring subjects of their work. A cornucopia of visual stimulants that they are trying to translate into graphic colors and textures. Deva States essentially is referencing to balance and the traditional Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi, celebrating the beauty in imperfection. Now the next brand is not new and is also very popular, but it's popular for a reason. It's Capital. I love Capital because you can obviously tell they took so much time and effort into creating their clothes and creating something that's more art than is fashion. At least that's how I think of it. It's a guy and his son out in Japan, and they just were like, dude, I want to make some really good jeans. And so that's what he did. And he takes a super long time. I don't even know how the jeans are made. They're really put through the ringer. They choose a super special cotton. Yeah, it's just it's a long process, I'll say that. And that's where their stuff is actually really expensive because they take time and it's a lot of manual labor and it's a lot of manual hours put into the price, pretty much. Capital as a company began in the 1980s. Brand founder Toshiko Hirota discovered his love for American denim while teaching karate in the United States. Upon returning to his homeland of Japan, Toshiko had his heart set on producing his own denim. Toshiko's son, Kiro Hirota, followed in the footsteps of his father, leaving Japan at the age of 18 to pursue an education abroad. Led by Kiro and Toshikoyo Hirota, Capital is now one of the most respected labels in the Japanese heritage scene, with over 15 bricks and mortar stores across Japan and a collection of selected overseas retailers. Each company retail store is constructed with a different concept, drawing inspiration from the surrounding area and the traditions of its respective region. Now, the next brand is kind of like a, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you probably never heard of it. If you do know, it's probably oversaturated for you. It's called Hysteric Glamour, and it's another Japanese brand that takes a lot of inspiration from American, kind of like rock punk, 70s, not gangsta, but like, yeah, more of the rock scene of the Americas. They make really cool designs. They do a lot of raw denim like the previous brand, but they have more of a graphical kind of look to it. Instead of focusing on the pattern of the garments, they focus on what it should look like. Pretty much how I look at it. Hysteric Glamour is a Japanese clothing brand created by Nobu Kitamura in the 1984. The entire design concept of Hysteric Glamour is based on the 1960s to the 1970s American cultures that influenced Kitamura during his childhood. Hysteric Glamour is an authentic fashion brand based on American standard casual style, including denim, military, workwear, and outdoor products. Keeping the core of standard American style, we arrange all products by adding an essence of American pop culture in 60s to the 80s. From rock music, art, pornography to mass products, we arrange the beauty of good old American culture to express our one and only fine collection to all customers, Kitamura states. So this next brand I kind of just happened upon while I was looking through Vogue, their runways, their fashion shows for like the next upcoming season, and I found this brand. It's called Etro. Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm literally in love with all of their clothes. Their latest menswear fashion show from like the fall, winter, I think it was, it's what I would wear every single piece of clothing. Honestly, 100%. I would wear everything. Everything's amazing. I love this brand so much, and I wish I had the money to buy it, but I probably will never have the money. It's so unfortunate. But yeah, I'm putting you on, because I've never heard of it before. I've never heard anybody else talk about it before. So, you heard it here first. Me. Etro is a family-managed Italian fashion house founded by Guillermo Guimo Etro in 1968. It is mainly known for its paisley patterns, which the company started making in 1981. Founded by Guillermo Etro as a textile company in Milan in 1968, Etro, the brand, gained fame almost immediately for its quality products and refined prints. In 1981, Guillermo Etro introduced the paisley pattern, enhanced in all its forms and color variations. Etro has always been at the forefront of made-in-Italy fashion, but also about culture. And while the paisley design is the mansion's iconic design, its logo, a noble Pegasus or a winged horse, is often embroidered on outerwear bags and belts. Etro creates and produces men's and women's clothing collections alongside other collections that include accessories, fragrances, and home furnishings. Alright, so that was 5 of my favorite brands. I either have a whole bunch of their stuff, like I said. I know I have some pants and a shirt from Hysteric Glamour. I know I have at least 3 some shirts from Devastates, and I know I have at least 2 or 3 things from Lulu Dan. Like I said earlier, Etro is something that I will never be able to buy. I really hope to one day though. Same thing with Capital. I can get like their small little shirts, and I can find them on sale for like Grailed or any kind of those secondhand market. I can find something like that, but I'll never be able to buy like real Capital. I don't know what it is. I guess they kind of have like affordable, and then they have the stuff that the brand is known by, which is super expensive. Hopefully I'll have the stuff that the brand is known by. Like they have these pants, these Capital denim pants, and they're like $1,000 or $2,000, but they're the most beautiful looking pants I've ever seen in my life. So just like make them affordable. What's going on? But if y'all want a part 2 of another just 5 of my favorite brands, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next one.